Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at 5.
Come for your own reason, because I know everybody out there has got a reason that the government's jerking around, telling them what to do.
Supporters of a Minnesota bull riding event were protesting today against state and local leaders. Several restrictions are being imposed to reduce crowd size at this event. But organizers say this is an attempt to infringe on their rights. Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero was there and spoke to those taking part.
They lined up during the rain, horns blaring, signs showing, and music playing. Protesters were along Highway 10 in Wadena to show support for the Nimrod Bull Bash.
It just gets to be too much government. They just need to back off a little bit and let us be humans again.
Troy Meach helped organize this after he says he was told his Labor Day weekend bull riding events held for the last 17 years would be limited to 250 people.
They're trying to starve me out. I have no income for the year. They took it all. Not a one of their paychecks have been affected by it, but there's a lot of us out here that have been crushed by it.
Meach says his rodeo had to follow COVID-19 guidelines that restrict large gatherings. On an average Saturday night, 4,000 people go to his show.
I'm just sick about all the bull crap and just want to get back to the way it was.
Ottawa County has a large assembly ordinance it updated last fall that calls for a permit 90 days before an event is scheduled to happen. Meach's application was reportedly incomplete. Some who were protesting on Wednesday say Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is being heavy-handed.
He gives no real clear deadline or no real clear goal. He just closes it sort of indefinitely. You're going to wear a mask until sometime, we don't know.
They also say they don't believe in wearing masks or social distancing, despite recommendations from health experts that both are a proven way to stop the spread of COVID-19.
You know, the government, they think they should shut the state down, and, you know, it ain't right. This is everybody's livelihood. You know, so we're here to stand up for it.
Meach says his wife has talked him out of hosting his event, although he still has not officially canceled it. In Wadena, Joshua Pagero, Valley News Live.
We reached out to the Otter Tail County coordinator who would review the application for the Nimrod Bull Bash. He has yet to get back to us. Authorities are now releasing new information on what caused a fire at NDSU's Ladd Hall. The fire happened last Thursday around noon in one of the chemistry labs. Investigators now say a solution of chemicals inside a combustible container on top of a device designed to heat was left unattended. And take a look at this. It was a wild morning for some of you when the storms moved through. You sent us photos of the hail that fell, some of it pretty large by the looks of it, from Grand Forks all the way to Mentor. Let's find out from Hutch what this evening looks like. Hutch?
We've quieted down substantially, and boy, did we turn the furnace dial up because temperatures have really been rocking. A lot of hail this morning, but that has since cleared the area. Here's a look at that hailstorm activity that developed at about 3 o'clock in the morning and quickly became severe. You can see the hail reports there popping up as markers in Grand Forks County near the Mentor area, as you saw photos there. Also up in Marshall County near the Grigla area. Those storms moved through the FM area. We did not get severe storms, but we'll show you photos later of some fun-looking clouds. Clear skies for tonight, and boy, the sizzle factor is there. 99 degrees in the Bismarck area. Temperatures in the lower 80s for Bemidji and Detroit Lakes, but it's near 90 here in the Red River Valley. Fargo, tonight, temperatures are going to be very warm in the upper 80s all the way until about 8 o'clock. Then we'll cool off. Looks clear and it looks quiet this evening. Up north, I cannot rule out thunderstorms again in the overnight, but the evening looks hot, warm, and dry. Coming up here in a bit, we'll have your hour-by-hour forecast. It looks like some more storms overnight will be possible. I'll show you when and where here in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Hutch. One man is now facing criminal charges after child pornography was discovered inside his storage unit. 45-year-old Alan Strong is charged with 19 counts of possession of prohibited materials. Court documents state Fargo police were called to LJ's self-storage on October 2nd, 2019 for suspicious activity. Police seized 86 files from Strong's storage unit depicting children engaged in a variety of sexual acts. Court records show Strong is also facing 10 counts of possession of child porn in Ramsey County, North Dakota. A 39-year-old man is facing attempted murder charges while another is fighting for his life in a Fargo hospital after an assault. Corey Almclove is now charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, and 2 counts of false reports to police after an incident early Tuesday morning. That's when police found a 58-year-old man lying in a pool of blood near a residence. They later found Corey Almclove hiding in a closet there. Almclove was arrested after officers found a cement brick with blood on it. Authorities are asking for your help in finding a man who exposed himself to a 13-year-old girl. Last Thursday afternoon, near Wadena, the Otter Tail County Sheriff's Office received a report of an adult male exposing himself to a teenager. The girl says a 35-year-old white male with a brown scruffy beard asked her to come to his car before exposing himself. The man was driving a white-colored car with a loud exhaust. If you have any information, go ahead and call the number on your screen. An investigation is underway following the death of a 4-month-old baby. Deputies received a 911 call about 3 a.m. yesterday morning regarding a 4-month-old baby who was unconscious and not breathing. Family members and emergency crews tried CPR but were not successful. The body has been sent in for an autopsy. The death is believed to be accidental, but the investigation is ongoing. Health officials have now released new COVID numbers for the region. In Minnesota, the Department of Health is reporting another 567 confirmed cases of COVID-19, along with 17 new deaths linked to the illness. In total, 1,738 deaths have been attributed to the disease, while over 60,000 people are listed as recovered. In North Dakota, there are 188 new cases and 2 new deaths. The death toll now sits at 130, and the active case count is up to 1,209. A new poll from Axios and College Reaction finds 1 in 5 college students are planning to not enroll this year. Many other students are only attending online, and that is expected to cost American colleges and universities a lot of money. Janet Shamlian reports.
I need to take your temp this morning, okay?
For students returning to Georgia Tech in Atlanta, it's the first test of the school year.
97.8, you're perfect.
Temperature checks and social distancing. This is what move-in day looks like in the era of COVID.
I mean, it's crazy, but I'm happy to be here. I think everyone's doing pretty well with the safety stuff, and I'm glad to be on campus for my last semester at the school.
But the big question at colleges across the country, how many students won't be on campus this semester?
This fall is going to be very turbulent, very volatile. They are not going to know how many kids are enrolled until move-in day comes and they start counting heads.
Elizabeth Johnson's research firm, Simpson Scarborough, surveyed more than 1,800 college students on their fall plans. 1 of every 3 sophomores, juniors, and seniors said they may not return because of coronavirus. The number even higher among freshmen, 40%, saying they likely won't attend college this fall. Chris Quintana covers higher education for USA Today.
If those students don't come, it's not only tuition dollars, it's dorm money, it's dining hall money, it's no athletic fees. It's kind of like a huge combination of money that just isn't there.
COVID-19 related losses and expenses are costing American colleges and universities at least $120 billion. Boston University, the University of Arizona, and California State University are among the schools that have announced layoffs. Others, like Duke, Georgetown, and Northwestern, have cut salaries or their contributions to employee retirement accounts. Reopening in person does maximize revenue, but potentially at too high a cost.
And you've got to maintain the financial health of your institution, but you also need to protect your community. If you do bring everyone back to campus and a lot of people get sick, then that could be a real blow to the reputation of the college.
As schools work out how to conduct class, here at Rice University, it's a combination of in-person and online learning. Hundreds of students are already back on the campus. Some of them will be taking those classes under tents like the one behind me, part of the strategy here for social distancing. Janet Shamlian, CBS News, Houston.
This week, a COVID outbreak in the dorms at UNV Chapel Hill forced that school to move completely to online learning. A North Dakota National Guard unit may soon get activated and sent to the nation's capital. Charlie Company, 2nd Battalion of the 285th Aviation Regiment are now practicing formations and maneuvers that they'll need on the potential mobilization. If mobilized, the soldiers would leave in November to help transport personnel and cargo around the capital region. And take a look at this. A possible twister topples a truck in Florida. Strong winds were violently rocking the box truck north of Orlando yesterday with the driver inside. The truck eventually overturned. The Florida Highway Patrol released the video to show the importance of wearing seatbelts. The driver suffered bumps and bruises and was checked out at a hospital. Still ahead, losing money on something you didn't get to experience, where people lost out the most during the pandemic.
Morning thunderstorms towering over the valley. This view of the storms from War Road by Linda. Look at that flat top on that anvil cloud. That happens as storms reach up all the way to the stratosphere and flatten out. Jeanette also seeing a morning sky that was similar. Look what happened in Moorhead. Your forecast is straight ahead.